So I'm just half an hour in between jobs this morning. Thought I'd make a little video for you guys. This time of year, my time frees up a little bit. Like my bees are put away, so the work pretty much is done for the honey business. I laid Carrie off on Friday, so I don't have. She's the last of the crew to be laid off for the season, so she's off for the winter, and she won't be coming back till March. So it kind of frees up my day because my main responsibility on the farm is with the honey business, and then I'm the president of the farm, so I'm responsible for dealing all the business and taking care of all the undercurrents and just all that sort of stuff. So it frees up my day so I can get back at a lot of these loose ends. The rest of the farm is extremely busy. The grain farm, the guys, well, we have 2 semis on the highway right now, just getting our crop delivered, just to meet our contracts, as they call it. And the cattle farm is in full gear. We have 3 guys working there, and everything's running pretty smoothly. So nothing's blowing up today. So it's kind of freed me up to tie up these loose ends. So all through the year, you know, I get busy, and all these little things accumulate. And I make a list of it all, and I don't deal with all these small type business dealings through my busy period, because I'm working long hours and I don't have time for to tidy up the scraps. But this time of year, I tend to be able to harness more of my time, and I can demand more of my time, so I dedicate it towards the business of the farm, just to tie up these loose ends. And a lot of the loose ends will just very easily fix up and deal with, but sometimes loose end will just kind of string you out. Like I've been 2 days in this one little tiny project and just trying to get it all figured out, and it's something that has to be done. It takes time, and so jobs like that is best left for times like now, where I can dedicate my full attention to taking care of the issue and then getting it satisfied, because all these little things add up and they're important to take care of when you're running a business. So anyways, I just ran through town on my way back, and I got the mail, and I'll show you guys what I got. It's got a parcel. I love getting parcels in the mail like this. It's like Christmas time for Ian, but it come from the same guy, DC Gadgets. It's a guy that's out of Palm Bay, Florida. Sent me a little gift. He's the guy that come up with like this grafting wheel, grafting disc, I don't know what you call it, which I find extremely handy, and I use it all the time. He also sent me these little stainless steel, they're hive rests. You put them on the side of the hive, and you take one of those frames out of the colony, and you can rest them on the side instead of leaning the frame in the grass, where you could lose a queen, or it's just not good. So this has come in handy. But he sent me this, and I'm curious to see what it is, so I'm just going to take a look. Up here. Something about opening packages. I mean, just as kids, just love opening presents and getting stuff in the mail like this, and especially when you don't know what the heck's coming. It's neat. It's like opening up a gift. See what I got here. Okay, I don't have any instruction on what this thing is. Stainless steel has hinge on it. That's no note. So I have a mystery on my hands here. So the guy from DC Gadgets has sent me this. I'll try to explain what this thing looks like best I can. So stainless steel on a hinge. He's done a good job attaching the hinge here. You can tell this is handmade. He's gotten riveted on. This side has a lip and specifically cut out holes with 3 screws. Just these, I imagine, are put here for a purpose. This side, the other side on the hinge, specifically has 3 cutout slots. It's got 2 pins, a pin there and a pin there, and they go through there. And then these 2 pins, looks like we can adjust, so they can be adjusted back and forth, and I imagine they're meant to go in each one of these slots. So I'm just wondering what this is. It's obviously something to do with beekeeping. But what? It goes like that. The front of the hive or something, but I don't see how this. 2 things in the bottom. 2 pins in the bottom here. Not sure what that's for. And then these 2 pins here that can slide back and forth in these slots. And he's got specific slots here. And I imagine the hinge is just to allow it to fold up so it's transportable, so you can just throw it in your truck or whatever. But I'm not understanding what it's for. So if I can kind of explain how this looks. If anybody has any ideas on what this might be, or maybe the fellow from DC Gadgets, maybe send me a quick note. He's got me extremely interested on what this is. So this is really cool. Nothing like a little bit of a mystery here. This is kind of fun. You've obviously put a lot of time into developing this, and everything specifically has been made and it has a purpose to it. So if I could just get a hint, I could wrap my mind around it. But right now I'm blank. I'm running blank. So if anybody has any kind of an idea on what this might be, shoot me a message on this video and we will try to figure this out.